Picture a school lunch tray, a symbol of nourishment and care for our children. Is it a vibrant display of bright and colorful, nutritious options, or a sad landscape of beige and processed foods, lacking essential vitamins and minerals? Sadly, for too many kids across the nation, it's the latter, a daily reality of processed meals, every single day. This is more than just an unappetizing meal, it's a systemic issue. Budget cuts are severely gutting school lunch programs and straining the resources of local food banks, leaving them struggling to provide adequate support. And when budgets tighten, the first things to go, unfortunately, are the fresh fruits and vegetables that are so crucial for a child's healthy development. This isn't some distant, abstract problem happening far away. It's happening right here in our own schools, in our own communities. It's directly affecting our kids' health, their ability to learn, and ultimately, their futures. For a significant number of children, particularly those from low-income families, the school lunch line represents their only reliable chance at receiving a balanced and nutritious meal each day. When we cut out apples, those crisp, juicy sources of vitamins, carrots, packed with beta-carotene for healthy vision, and berries, bursting with antioxidants, we're not just removing food. We're taking away vital nutrients essential for growth and development. We're also sending a powerful and damaging message to these children that their well-being, their health, and their future aren't a priority in our society. It's a quiet crisis, often unseen and unacknowledged, but it carries loud and far-reaching consequences for our children and our communities. Tight budgets force schools into a corner, compelling them to choose the cheapest options available, which often means relying on heavily processed and packaged foods. This comes at the expense of fresh, whole produce that provides the building blocks for a healthy life. Food banks, vital lifelines for families in need, face the exact same struggle. Less funding translates directly to fewer fresh and nutritious options available to those they serve. This disproportionately affects families who rely on these services the most. Families who are already struggling to make ends meet. The result of these cuts? Shelves that were once vibrant and filled with colorful, healthy produce are now sadly bare and empty, and families are left with limited and often unhealthy choices, perpetuating a cycle of poor nutrition. This is a problem that we, as a society, have inadvertently created through policy decisions and budget allocations, and therefore, it's a problem that we have a responsibility to fix, together. Our kids deserve access to nutritious food and a healthy future, and it's our duty to ensure they get it. How does a seemingly small budget cut in a government office, perhaps buried deep within bureaucratic processes, end up taking a crisp, nutritious apple right off a child's plate during lunchtime at school? It seems like a distant connection, but the reality is far more intertwined. It's a domino effect, a chain reaction rippling through the system. Less funding, even a slight reduction, means food service directors, the individuals responsible for planning and executing school meals, must stretch every single dollar as far as it can possibly go, making incredibly difficult choices about what to prioritize. And unfortunately, fresh produce, while highly desirable for its nutritional value, is often the first to go when budgets are tight. Processed foods, on the other hand, are significantly cheaper, last much longer without spoiling, and require far less preparation time and labor. So, inevitably, they begin to fill the menu, displacing healthier options. Food banks, which serve a vital role in communities, face the very same difficult math. With less money available, they are forced to buy more affordable, non-perishable items, and consequently, they can offer fewer fresh foods to those in need. Furthermore, donations of fresh produce tend to drop, as transport costs continue to rise, making it more expensive to move produce, and as supermarket surpluses shrink due to improved inventory management. Families who are desperately hoping for healthy, balanced meals often find that the shelves are stocked primarily with cans and boxes of processed goods. It's important to remember that this situation is not the fault of the dedicated individuals working in schools or food banks. They are doing their absolute best with the limited resources they have. But the unfortunate result remains the same. Kids across the country miss out on the essential nutrition they need to thrive and reach their full potential. Fresh fruits and vegetables aren't extras, they're essentials. Every carrot, berry, and green leaf is packed with nutrients kids need to grow, learn, and thrive. Good food means fewer sick days, better focus, and more energy in the classroom. When kids eat well, they can concentrate, remember lessons, and tackle challenges. Habits formed now last a lifetime. Exposing kids to fresh food sets them up for healthy futures. But when lunch is bland and processed, we risk a future of poor health. A school lunch is more than a meal, it's an education in healthy living. Good food lifts spirits and builds confidence. Cutting fresh produce chips away at kids' well-being. Our children deserve to be nourished in every sense. Listen to those on the front lines. Maria, a school cook, once made fresh soups. Now she heats up processed food because the budget won't stretch. Sarah, a single mom, used to get fresh produce from her food bank. Now it's mostly tins and pasta. Her son misses crunchy carrots. Teachers see the impact. Kids who eat poorly can't focus, are irritable, and struggle to learn. Food bank directors report fresh produce donations have dropped by nearly 40%. They're forced to give out less. Fresh Food Friday programs that once filled bags now barely scrape by. These aren't just stories, they're warnings. The system is failing families, and the consequences are real. We can't ignore these voices. It's time to act. There is hope and action. The challenges we face are significant, but they are not insurmountable. We have the power to create change, to build a healthier future for our children and communities. Across the country, people are fighting back, organizing, advocating, and implementing innovative solutions at the local level. It's a groundswell of change, driven by passionate individuals who believe in a better tomorrow. Community gardens are growing on school grounds, transforming unused spaces into vibrant learning environments, teaching kids to plant, nurturing their connection to the earth and where their food comes from. It's about more than just gardening, it's about fostering a lifelong appreciation for healthy eating. Harvest and eat what they grow, experiencing the joy of harvesting the fruits and vegetables of their labor. Schools are partnering with local farmers, forging vital connections that benefit both students and the community, bringing fresh food to lunch trays, replacing processed meals with nutritious, locally sourced options, and supporting local economies, strengthening the bonds between schools, farms, and the community as a whole. Volunteers glean leftover crops from farms, rescuing perfectly good produce that would otherwise go to waste, and deliver them to food banks, ensuring that fresh, healthy food reaches those who need it most. Pop-up markets bring affordable produce, creating accessible avenues for healthy food choices, to neighborhoods in need, bridging the gap in food access and empowering communities to thrive. You can help ask your school about their menu, become an advocate for healthier school meals, support local food banks, helping them provide nutritious food to families in need, donate or volunteer. Your time and resources can make a real difference. Champion farm-to-school programs, supporting initiatives that connect schools with local farms and local farmers. Invest in your community's food system and ensure its sustainability. Speak up, tell leaders that cutting lunch budgets isn't the answer. Advocate for policies that prioritize the health and well-being of our children. The health of our children is the best investment we can make. A healthy start in life sets the stage for a brighter future. Let's work together to put fresh, nourishing food back on every kid's plate. It's a collective effort that requires commitment from all of us. The future our children deserve starts with what's on their tray. Let's make sure it's filled with the nourishment they need to thrive.